Hi everyone, my name is Bree, and this evening I'm offering Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined angle pose, as our restorative posture for this evening. Supta Baddha Konasana is amazing for rest and for relieving stress. It's great for grief and sadness, signs and symptoms of depression. It's also a really lovely stretch for the chest and shoulders, especially if you work at a computer. And it's a lovely stretch for the inner thigh and groin as well. As you can see, I have all my props ready. If you need any help finding props for yourself at home, feel free to press pause and check out the link below in the description. Let's get started. So as you can see, I have my bolster set up on some blocks. I like to use about a 45-degree angle. You can be totally reclined on the floor on your back if you want, or propped up with a blanket. Feel free to do what feels best for you. I'm going to pop a blanket on top of my bolster here to support my head. We're going to come around, place our bums next to our bolster prop, not necessarily on it. From here, feet can come flat on the floor. Take a nice inhale, lengthening the spine towards the sky. And on an exhale, dropping the knees down to the sides, bringing our feet together. From here, using a block, books, pillows to prop up your knees. We don't want a deep stretch because we will be holding the posture for 5 minutes. From here, let's begin covering ourselves up with our blankets, getting nice and cozy. This is how I set up my restorative posture, but of course you can try out many different ways to find comfort. For example, I'm sitting on a blanket to pad up my tailbone. Some people like to do that, others prefer the ground, or maybe you're on a plush carpet. But it's always about finding ease within your own body. All right, from here we can inhale again, lengthening our head towards the sky. Exhale, starting to fall back on the bolster. From here, let's check in with our heads and neck. Start to kind of prop your head up in a way that feels conducive to rest and coziness. Typically that means that we're tucking our chin a bit, our head is higher than our chin. That usually feels comfortable for most of us. All right, and from here, last but not least, we're going to check in with our elbows. So hands can be to the sides, palms facing up, chest opening nice and wide, shoulders dropped away from the ears. And from here, see if there's something you can use in your space to prop up your elbows. So we don't want any of our body parts necessarily floating. We want everything to kind of be at rest, be supported by our props, by the earth. So I'm going to use a pillow to prop up my elbow. Still, I can have my arms out to the side. And last but not least, if you have access to an eye mask or even a face cloth or a plush towel, something like that, we're going to cover our eyes. I will set the timer for 5 minutes, so feel free to really let go and allow yourself to drift off. I will wake you, I promise. Make any final micro adjustments needed to find comfort and ease. Let's begin. Noticing the breath and using it to sink deeper into the prompts. And if you notice your mind wandering, simply coming back to the breath. And taking inhale and an exhale. And one more time. Tuning into the sound of my voice, coming back into the room. Notice the energy that you have created and see if you can maintain that as we come out of the posture. And when you're ready, removing your eye mask if you have one. guiding hand towards knees, gently guiding knees together. It's a big stretch, so take a moment to come out slowly. And from here, you can either roll to the left or right side of the bolster, or you can bring your hands to your head, tucking your chin and coming up. Pausing here to breathe and notice. Really taking your time. And when you're ready, slowly coming out of the posture. Thank you so much for joining me. As you can see, just a couple moments of rest can really make a difference in the way that your nervous system and body feels. I hope you enjoyed this restorative posture. Take care.